Hey back, it's me Ian. And in today's video I'm continuing my look at classic Doctor Who. And this is The Web Planet from 1965. Now previously we'd had The Romans. Now the next episode would be The Crusade. But we haven't got a full story on that. I've not got a full DVD that I can show you with the whole story, but there are two surviving episodes, so we will look at that eventually and what they released. So the next one will be the Space Museum after that, which we do have a copy of on DVD. So this is season 2, and it's 6 episodes. They were transmitted on the 13th of September, the 20th of March, 1965. Episode 1 is The Web Planet. Episode 2, The Zarbi. Episode 3, Escape to Danger. Episode 4, Crater of Needles. Episode 5, Invasion. And episode 6, The Center. And the music is by Jacques Lasserie and Francois Bachette. As I say, it was transmitted 13th September to 20th March 1965. It's written by Bill Strutton, who's an Australian, and this was the only story he wrote for Doctor Who. And script editor is, of course, Dennis Spooner. It's directed by Richard Martin, who previously directed The Daleks, 1963 to 1964, Dalek Invasion of Earth, 1964, and The Chase, 1965. That is, we've got the producer, of course, Verity Lambert. She's the first producer of Doctor Who. So there we are, we got that. Then we'll go into the cast. We've got William Hartnell playing the First Doctor, William Russell playing Ian Chesterton, Jacqueline Hill playing Barbara Wright, Maureen O'Brien playing Vicky. Then we've got Arthur Blake, who plays Hironda. He was in Quatermass 2, 1957, The Cherry Picker, 1974, and Little Dorrit, 1987, and a lot of TV series and TV films. Then we've got Martin Jarvis, who plays Helio. He was in Doctor Who in the Invasion of the Dinosaurs, 1974, John Pertwee era, and he was on Vengeance on Varos, 1985, Colin Baker, Sixth Doctor story. So they're the sort of main cast members on this story. So what is it about? Well, these stories always end on a cliffhanger, and last episode the TARDIS was, for whatever reason they didn't understand, was being drawn into this planet. They were like trapped in a web, and that is where it all begins. They're caught in this web, which is on this planet called Vortis. And things immediately take a dramatic turn when Barbara, who's has this gold bracelet, which she got in the Romans episode, which was a gift from Nero. And it starts to affect her, this bracelet, and it draws her outside of the TARDIS. And this has happened after they've landed, and the Doctor and Ian have gone out exploring, and with Barbara doing that, Vicky then is left alone in the TARDIS. But unfortunately, the TARDIS is pulled along the planet. It suddenly starts being pulled. For unseen forces involved. That happens. And then we get to see that this planet is actually made up of these insects, Zarbi, they're called, they're ant-like. And then we've also got the Menotrap, I can't say it, Menopatrap, which are like butterfly kind of insects. We have these, and the story then goes on for 6 episodes. Notice where I said that. We get various situations involving, let's be honest, 6 episodes, it drags on and on. I can see why this is not considered a popular episode. To be fair, it's an over-ambitious story which could have been cut down perhaps to about 4 episodes, even if we could have had that. Because there were lots of problems in the production. I mean, doing these big insects, mechanical insects, because that's what they had to do, and all the stage directions, and there were loads of problems making this story, but they got through it. But it kind of shows, and I think, as I say, there was demand for television in those of the episodes. 6 episodes just seems like they were just dragging it out, but they had to keep producing all these stories. So that's what we get with this story. And you can see why it's not considered one of the great stories. There's always good bits, I can always pick out. And I think William Hartnell, again, we get to see William Hartnell being really mischievous as well as being very, showing his intelligence as well. He actually shows, how clever a Doctor can be. And also his scenes with Vicky are really good. That fatherly, I've talked about that before, the way he does that is really good. And that, it makes an enduring part of this Doctor, who I often see as bad-tempered and rather grumpy all the time. But he's not. You see that as well. You see the other side. I've been talking about this as we're getting more into the Doctor. I mean, this is the 2nd series now of William Hartnell, and it's pretty. It's good. It's good. So overall, I have to say it isn't one of my favourite stories, but I'm glad I've watched this again, and I can see the weaknesses. I can see why other people, have criticised this story, and it's not seen favourably. But it's always worth having. It's of this era, and it's good to have in the archives. I mean, it might not be there, but I mean, let's face it. 13 million viewers watch this. It's I think it's possibly the highest amount of viewers Doctor Who ever had. I may be wrong there, because I think they may have been an episode in Tom Baker era where there was a strike on the ITV. I think, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'm sure there is. That happened in City of Death, I think. Something like that. But I should have checked on that one. But yeah. So, I mean, you've got to say 13 million is amazing. Absolutely amazing amount. Unfortunately, they weren't rewarded with the greatest story. But yeah, it just shows you, because don't get Doctor Who is really big now. It's become a big cultural phenomenon. And these were even used, I think the first Doctor Who annual as these, with the picture of William Hartnell, and there on the front, the zombie. So there were ones that we never revisited, though. They were never revisited, which says a lot, you know. But it's there, it's memorable, and I'm glad it's in the archives, and we should be thankful for that, because there is quite a few that are not. But I enjoyed it, but I can see its, you know, its weaknesses. It is far too long. And that's it, I think. But before I go, I'll do what I normally do, which is show you the DVD there. And there it is. There's some extras on there, which are quite good. But the best one is, of course, this beautiful Blu-ray. Yeah, wonderful. Oh, it is. It's wonderful. I show it every week and just absolutely love it. Yes, that's it. So, if you've liked this video, please give it a like. If you give it a like, it's good for my channel. It gets it onto YouTube so other people might enjoy it. And if you have any comments, please put your comments down. I'd love to read your comments. I'll always reply to them. And also, if you're new to this channel, why not consider subscribing? Subscribe, then we'll let you know when I put out videos. And say, put any comments. I always read your comments, and I'll always reply to them. Yeah, have a look in my playlist, so you can see all the previous Doctor Who reviews and all the other things that I've done on my channel. And that's it. Yes. So all I've got to say is, I'll see thee again.